Hey, this is Evergreen Stater. It's my first YouTube video ever. I am making this video in response to the Kevin Kraft video about Lindsay Lohan going in jail. Craft Nation, this is just what I have to say about it. There's no doubt Lindsay Lohan she deserves to go to jail. She drunk driving twice, violating her probation. And the way I look at it, she deserves it. She deserves jail time for what she did. With that in mind, there is something else that isn't being covered. Wesley Snipes going to jail. Now you're wondering, what does this have to do with anything? Well, I just read that Wesley Snipes is going to jail for tax evasion. Well, from what I've read, it's misdemeanor tax evasion. He's facing 3 years in prison for that. I look at it like this. Granted, tax evasion is a crime. But I look at it like this, too. Lindsay Lohan, drunk driving. She could have killed someone. She really could have killed somebody out there. That somebody could have been you. That somebody could have been me. She's doing things that could potentially kill someone. Now, I know something about California laws of DUI. The first DUI, you do a minimum 96 hours in prison for 4 days. Where I live in Georgia, you will do 10 days minimum. That's what I've read. I don't know how that's enforced, but, that's your first. Now, for California and Georgia, you will do both. In both states, you will do 90 days for your second offense. Lindsay Lohan is getting 90 days for one count of violating her probation, another count of drunk driving, and another count of drunk driving. She's getting 90 days for doing something twice that could have gotten somebody murdered. It could have killed someone. And they're going to throw Wesley Snipes in jail for 3 years for evading taxes. I mean, granted, that's a lot of money involved here, but still it's stupid. I mean, they say, oh, she's rich, she can get away with it. The way I look at it, that's pretty sad. And when you really look at it, it's also a race matter. I mean, think about it. Lindsay Lohan, white, female. She drinks and drives. She drinks and she's drunk driving twice. Violates her probation and she's out partying and stuff. And she has the nerve to sit there and start bawling in court over getting 90 days in prison. If it was me or you, I don't have a lot of money. I don't know how much you got, Kraft. I don't want to ask, but think about this. I don't have a lot of money. If I'm caught drunk driving once in Georgia, I'm going to do 10 days minimum. Maximum a year. I'm going to do a maximum 1 year in prison for drunk driving. Minimum 10 days. And my second DUI is going to be 90 days minimum in Georgia. And in California, Lindsay Lohan gets 90 days for 3 issues. 2 counts of drunk driving and 1 count of violating her probation. 30 days each. If it was me, I would be spending anywhere possibly up to 3 years in prison for all of that. And she was never charged for cocaine. If it was me, or I probably might be charged with cocaine and spend 5 years for that. Because The way I look at it, you know, there's some pretty screwed up stuff in our justice system. You know, all the money in the world couldn't keep Wesley Snipes out of jail. And they're talking about giving Lindsay Lohan her little private, well, not private, but putting her in a solitary jail by herself. And they're talking about giving her 14 days because of overcrowding. This, I'm no expert, but I presume that if they want to handle overcrowding, they just put a prisoner in with somebody else. They're not going to shorten their sentence. So I don't see why the same should be done for Lindsay. I say, make her do her full 90. I mean, she could have killed someone. That was deadly. Going out in a car drunk. And driving on the sidewalk, from what I've heard. In an SUV, of all things. I don't know how much an SUV weighs, but I do know it's pretty big. And if you get hit by one, your chance of living, let's just say you might die. You could get killed by getting hit by any car, but if it's an SUV, well, your chances of just jumped up that much higher. But my view on it is, well, Lindsay deserves to go to jail. Wesley Snipes, I'm not debating whether or not he should go to jail, but 3 years. I mean, I'm not saying what he did was right. I'm saying that the way people get sentenced are often not fair. I mean, that's the way I look at it. You got any comments? And this YouTube video is for everybody to watch. You got any comments, questions, any responses? Feel free. This is Evergreen Skater with my first YouTube video, and have a nice day.